Coming to you live from Southern California, Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Athletics taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. The headline today, the hitting streak he's been on.
Yeah, an impressive streak. Can he keep it going in this one? Feels like there isn't a pitch.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go. Today's starting pitcher, Kodai Senga. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, what quickly stands out to me for this guy is that he comes in with a 3-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio on the season. So when you consider consistency, the ability to get swings and misses and to limit base runners, that's critical in winning games today, especially when teams are depending on the big swing, the home run, to win ball games.
Check swing, and he went. And it's 1-1. Butler matched a homer in his last game. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
2 strikes.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. Here's Miguel Andujar.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
First pitch is in the dirt. Senga, a former All-Star, 32 years old, and he was born in Japan. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Judge makes the grab, 2 down. And time now to check out the A's lineup. And one to watch, of course, their 3-hole hitter, Dick Allen.
Yeah, definitely someone I always enjoy, when I get a chance to watch him, whether he's hitting a game or even taking swings during batting practice. Man, this guy's always so focused on what he's doing on that task at hand. He's got so much attention to detail that when he steps in the box, his success.
Well, got to pause on that thought, as that'll do it for the inning. And the Dodgers are coming up to hit no score. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusive. And we're back. And on the hill in this one, Luis Severino. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boog, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep it.
Hit in the air right field. That one way back there, and that is way gone. And it gives him the lead in the first. It's 1-0. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Lightning fast hands to be able to hit that velocity fastball on the inside part of the plate. In my experience, when you're looking out over the plate, allowing the ball to travel, it's pure reaction to hit a pitch in that location. That's a tremendous swing.
Jackie Robinson at the plate and takes high there.
Now it's 1-0.
Just missed.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. He's going to really have to bear down.
That misses, and it's 3-0. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Next offering is in for a strike. And there's ball 4.
Batting third, the left.
Next to hit, Babe Ruth, 4th on the National League home run leaderboard. That's down and in.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Strike on the inside corner. Ruth launched a homer in his most recent game. Right through there for a strike.
If he were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
Fouls it off, still 1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Severino way outside, and the count's even at 2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
2-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Runner on the go. Squirts away from Langoliers. Robinson into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility.
Well, getting a good look at the pitcher here in the first inning isn't a bad thing. I know he struck out, but you can live with that as long as the other hitters in this lineup can learn something from it.
Here is Aaron Judge.
Here's a hitter who's been strong in the clutch lately, more than an RBI per game over his last 10.
And Judge spoils that one. Right side, Butler hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Batting fifth, the second baseman.
Time to check out the Dodgers lineup. The home run, a big part of the equation when it comes to this offense, Singy. They're one of the better clubs in the league in terms of putting runs up via the homer.
Yeah, and that makes them even more dangerous because they're going to get their hits, but they're also going to get those home runs and have runners on base, which is multiple runs out of one swing. So, yeah, you really have to try to manage a team like this and keep them contained. You can't give up extra outs, whether that be via an error or a walk.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And the count even 1-1.
Looks like he thinks that should have been a strike at the top of the zone, but doesn't seem to be too upset. That's just a case where I think he's trying to get a better feel for the umpire's strike zone and what he's going to be calling. That's just a part of pitching.
2-1 now. Severino hit hard but foul off to the left. And it remains 2-2. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Throw to first. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Brent Rooker. Singy, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He is the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
And the righty deals. That one's in there. That's strike 1. Eric Summersgill, our plate umpire.
One thing to watch out for, Boog, is what side of the plate Summersgill might be favoring. He usually sets up at an angle. Pitchers sometimes will try to figure that out early so they can attack that spot and get as many strike calls as possible.
That one misses in the dirt. What about some no-nos? Like, you can't call the umpire blue the way you do in Little League or high school, right?
Yeah, even in the minor leagues, you'll learn quickly. You call the umpire blue. You better learn his name. And That's just part of being a professional player and even a major league player. Came inside with that two-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with two strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
The 1-1. That's a little bit low.
Ooh, here's a guy at the plate. I'm expecting to have a good game. He always seems to play better in road games.
1 out, bases empty.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
Hit hard on the ground to the right side, and it stays fair. Around first and hustling for second. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
1 out, runner at second. And now the center fielder, J.J. Bleday. Ripped to right. He makes the grab. Runner tags at second. And he's up to third safely with 2 gone. Next up for the A's, Zach Gallo. Sliced hard but foul. Swing and a foul out of play. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. A double in the inning, but they leave him stranded. Down to the bottom of the second. It's the Dodgers 1 and the A's nothing. Bottom half of inning number 2, Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Oh, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. The throw won't get there in time, and he reaches safely. And now Teoscar Hernandez. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Freeman gets his lead at first with nobody out. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 0-2.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
Squirts away from Langoliers. And now a man into scoring position. And here is Ha-Seong Kim.
He's been tearing it up at the plate recently. Working on a 5-game hitting streak.
On the ground, right side. And that's just foul. 1 out and a runner at second. That's towards center. Bleday under this one. Makes the catch. And there's 2 down. The batter now will be Will Smith. He might just be the best hitting catcher in the game today.
Well, Boog, he's so valuable, does a good job behind the plate, but offensively, he's a middle-of-the-order type of bat, especially when you talk about catchers, and their #1 job is to handle the pitching staff and prevent runs. This guy is able to add runs by producing them.
Allen rolls across the diamond. Third out, and that ends the frame. So the Dodgers leave one, but they still lead it 1-0. Top half of the third inning. Now here's Gio Urshela.
Gio Urshela.
Senga back to work. Yeah, there's the strike. And a foul ball. And now 1-2.
The healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
On the ground, out to short. Zips it across. Leadoff man retired here in the third. Kyle McCann up next for the A's.
It's been a tough stretch for him at the plate. Just one hit in his last 5 games.
Swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
Upstairs. And 1-1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Swung on, looped into center. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Now batting, right fielder, Butler.
So the batting order turns over. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the A's, Lawrence Butler. His first at bat was a strikeout. Off the mark there, and that's ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
2 out, space is empty. That one hammered left field, way back there. And that one hops the wall. Safely into second. He's got a double. Not sure if too many people have been paying attention to it quite yet, Singy, but that extends his hit streak to 11 now.
Well, I know he knows about it, even if a lot of our viewers don't. And this is when it's clear it's no fluke. 11 games in a row. Man, that's when even the hitting coach starts to leave you alone. You're going so good that nobody wants to mess it up.
In the air, left field. Ruth going after it. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. The A's strand 1. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers. There's the strike.
You can never say enough about Ohtani. In 2023, he became the first player in AL/NL history to hit 40-plus home runs and record more than 10 wins in a season.
That missed by a lot. And the count is 1-2.
He's got one already tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if he pops another one here.
And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Swing and a ground ball. Tosses to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the third.
Now batting.
Jackie Robinson steps to the plate for the Dodgers. He reached on a walk his first time. And there's a foul ball. Got him to chase one above the zone there.
0-2 is the count.
Look out!
And out.
And it hit him.
Right there.
He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Babe Ruth struck out swinging his first time. Pitch is in there, and it's 0-1.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
Pitch misses there, and it's a ball and a strike. Robinson over at first with 1 away.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity, try to get a rollover, something on the ground, stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Swing and a ball driven out to center. Back there. Get out of town. A soaring shot to center. It's 3-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now.
Singy, this was a mammoth home run, over 460 feet, according to StatCast.
You know, Boo, there are only maybe 20 or so guys in the game that can hit a baseball that far, and it's absolutely crazy it's even that many. Such an impressive swing of the bat right there.
And that misses. And that is ball 1. There's a swing and a drive. That one back there. Hauls it in on the warning track.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Edman batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in the last half of the third. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Nabs it. That is the inning. Out of the 4th. Now it's the power speed combo. Dick Allen.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot. You know, these A's, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Out towards right center field. Hernandez on the move. Takes it in for the out. Brent Rooker getting ready to hit. Went down on strikes his first time through. And that one fouled off.
Here's a fun fact. Dodger Stadium was also the home of the Los Angeles Angels for 4 years in the 1960s while they waited for Anaheim Stadium to be built. When the Angels were playing games at home, instead of Dodger Stadium, they called it Chavez Ravine Stadium.
The 0-2. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. That one inside, and that's ball 2.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
To third, Robinson. Slings to first in time. 2 down, base is empty. And now here's the A's catcher, Shea Langoliers. Doubled his first time. Hard hit right side. Edmonds slings the first. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. And the A's are gone in order. They trail it here 3-0. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Ready. Freeman.
And first offering is fouled off.
Well, that ball was hit pretty hard and sure had home run distance, but if you're the pitcher out there on the mound, you execute it. Just a long strike, you go after him and finish him off.
That's off the inside corner. Ball 1.
You know, these Dodgers doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
Liner caught it second.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Swinging a foul straight back.
And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather than later.
Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Two outs, base is empty. And up next for Los Angeles, Hesung Kim. He's been a great free agent sign. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Kim, in his rookie season, 26 years old, and he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over 300 in his last swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. Makes the catch gliding onto the warning track. So they make short work of him there. We played 4. It's the Dodgers 3 and the A's nothing. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Freeman makes the play. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, second baseman.
Now it's the second baseman, Zach Geloff. Struck out swinging his first time. That one catches the corner for a strike.
These hitters are going to have to find a way to be a little more patient, see more pitches per at bat. Otherwise, that bullpen's not going to have to work over there, and it's going to be advantage pitching all game long.
That one out to right. Hernandez. He's got it, and there's 2 away. Giorgella steps in. Grounded out his first time up. And ball 1. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. That's in there. That's strike 1. On the ground to short, and it finds its way through for a hit. And that keeps the inning going. And the batter now, Kyle McCann. He's 0 for 1. And that drops in for a strike. little out front there as he swings through it.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And that one upstairs, ball 1.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Urshela leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Gets a piece and stays alive.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And a 1-2 again. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Smith down to first with it. And it's in time for the 3rd out, so that'll end the inning. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the catcher, Will Smith.
When he steps into the batter's box, the comfort level looks so high. It doesn't matter what kind of delivery that pitcher has, what kind of velocity, what kind of secondary stuff. He is so settled in there. He owns the home plate area.
Activity in the bullpen for the A's. Tyler Ferguson preparing to come on if needed. Otanez also throwing. That one is absolutely belted. And that is a foul ball.
No, good solid contact right there. Just a bit out in front of that fastball. Got to try to stay on that backside just a little bit longer and see if you can.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. So he goes the opposite way with that one. And they add a run. It's 4-0. That one just sounded different.
Man, might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. It's like he's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. The slight opposite field into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he will make a move to dip into the A's bullpen.
Now pitching for the
So a new pitcher on the mound for the A's, TJ McFarland.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Now it's the Dodger leadoff hitter, Shohei Ohtani.
You know, these Dodgers really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Just missed. In for a strike, now 3-1. And that's ball 4.
First base.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Man at first, nobody out. Jackie Robinson steps to the plate for the Dodgers. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Runner at first with no outs here. In the air, right field, and it falls. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
The left field, number 3.
Babe Ruth steps to the plate for the Dodgers. He's already homered here in this one. Swings and misses. It's 0-1.
0-1.
Just missed. Traffic on the bases with one already in. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Out there to center. Snags it on the run. Runner tags at second. He makes it to third. Good base running to move up with only one out.
They trust him in center field because he's capable of making plays on the run, and we saw it right there. That's a player you want patrolling center field. Someone who can attack the ball off the bat.
And that is out of play.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boo.
That's a ball. Went with the sweeper. And now he's fallen behind Judge.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Fouls one off. 2-2. And a sweeper misses for a ball. Judge rips that one and makes the grab. Runner tags for home. That's a sacrifice fly as he comes across. It's 5-0.
Well, he hit that one pretty well. I think it would have been a lot more than a sac fly if not for that nice play by the outfielder to track it down. Good job of getting the run in.
Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. 0 for 2 in this one. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. So they get 2 runs on 2 hits. One of them left the yard. 5 innings complete. It's the Dodgers 5. Back here at Chavez Ravine. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the A's, Lawrence Butler. Senga back to work. And takes low for ball 1.
You know, these Athletics being a little too patient at the plate in this game. They found themselves behind in the count quite a bit. They're trying to be patient, but it's mostly resulting in outs, not base runners. And you could argue it's making things more difficult at the plate.
Senga ready to fire now. And there's a fly ball deep right field. And it one-hops the wall. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's got his second double of the game. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Here's the left fielder, Miguel Andujar. Tap softly third base side, a swinging bunt. Robinson whips it to first. Now 1 gone in the top of the 6th.
The batter, the third baseman, Dick Allen.
Here's the third baseman, Dick Allen. And the first offering is not close.
Well, it's been a very impressive outing so far. His command has been a big part of it. Even when he misses outside the strike zone, which is exactly what a pitcher wants.
Just off the inside edge.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
That one hit to right. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. Out number 2.
Now batting, designated hitter, Brent Rooker.
Now the A's designated hitter, Brent Rooker.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
Oh, great stop. Save. Fantastic effort, but that extends the inning.
You gotta love his hustle down the line to beat the flip to the bag. I mean, there's a lot going on between a first baseman and the pitcher during these plays, and he just kept his head down and beat it out.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Shea Langoliers up next for the A's. 1 for 2. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K. A's strand a couple. Still looking at that 5-0 deficit. Back here at Dodger Stadium, here is Freddie Freeman. That one finds the zone. 0-1.
Well, an at-bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike one here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
Next pitch is outside. The A's bullpen has some movement. Tyler Ferguson up and throwing. Otanez getting loose as well. Ground ball left side. Slings it across, and Freeman is retired.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
And next for L.A., Teoscar Hernandez. And that's it for a strike. 0-1. Ripped on a line. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Kim, the next to hit, takes outside. Swing and a line drive ripped out into left center field. That'll touch down for a hit. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. In there safely.
Put a really nice balanced swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box, and he'll feel real good about that one.
Will Smith to the plate. He's already homered in this game. That just misses, and it's 1-0. And another ball.
Well, no need to go right at this guy. First base is open. He can hurt you, so make him expand his zone. If he doesn't, give him a walk.
That one close, ruled a ball. And that's ball 3. Shohei Ohtani would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage here.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and the guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
So the lineup flips over. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Not your prototypical leadoff guy. Gets on base, yes, but also some power. That one fouled off.
One more time.
Next offering is fouled back. Two on, 2 outs. And that one gets past the catcher. And the runners will move up.
No trouble moving up to second on that play with the ball getting that far away from the catcher. Nice job to take advantage of the wild pitch.
Pitch gets away. Count moves to 2-2 as the runners hold. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
The Dodgers threatening. And that one hit to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 are left. We're through 6 full. Back here in L.A., this is J.J. Bleday.
Number 33, J.J. Bleday.
Down and away for ball 1. Swing and a pop-up. Foul and a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. On the ground, right side. And foul ball. Tap dances out of the way of that one. Just off the inside corner. Full count, 3-2. Got him looking. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. Next up for the A's, Zach Geloff.
Zach Geloff.
Out to short. Throw on to Freeman. And 2 away to start the 7th.
Up next for the A's.
Here's Gio Urshela.
Urshela.
The shortstop takes the ball.
Now this manager knows that his players are just trying to do too much. Everybody needs to just take a deep breath, relax, and let it naturally happen.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Two outs. That's in there. 1-2.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch, keep the at-bat alive.
The wide, the kick, and the 1-2. That's to third. Whips it to first. The A's go quietly. And 1-2-3 go the A's. It's 5-0.
Now pitching for the
Here's a new
Athletics.
pitcher from the pen, Tyler Ferguson.
And he's been really shutting down hitters from the right side of the plate this year. Not a lot of hard contact, not a lot of hits, period.
Third baseman.
Jackie Robinson steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Maybe expecting a bunt here. Third baseman playing in on the edge of the grass.
Counts 1-0.
The 1-0. Pulls that one foul. Swung on, belted. Butler flying after this one. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double.
That ball exploded off his bat and off the warning track as well as it bounced over the fence. It sounded really good, too. He just put together a really nice swing and just missed a home run.
Babe Ruth now at the plate. On the outside corner. Strike one. Here's a high chopper. Throws to first in time. And one away in the bottom of the 7th.
The center fielder, number 99, Aaron.
It's Aaron Judge now. Siggy, he's got a history of coming through in the big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Lede makes the catch, tags up from second, and he'll head to third. The relay throw, and he's out. Knocked down, and that ends the inning.
Always exciting to see a play at the plate. Trying to score with 2 outs, but the tag just gets him in time, and they cut down the run to end the inning.
And we're back. And now Kyle McCann.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field. If you're a guy that can only hit to one field, then you're really not going to be able to come through in clutch situations because pitchers are going to adjust. But because he's able to use the entire field.
Now a rocket to right center. Way back there. And forget it. It's out of here. He flexes his power with that swing. His first homer of the year. It's 5-1. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Now here is Lawrence Butler. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. When you played, did you play with guys that you thought were clutch, and sort of what were the attributes you said that's what he possesses that allows him to come through?
Well, we always used to joke, you know, guys want to eat steak, and there were some that just had a knack, could understand that, all right, this is a big, you know, payout if I can come through with a knock here. But I think when you really look at the numbers, you really audit everything, guys kind of are who they are.
Duhar now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. And he hits a ground ball right side, and he takes it himself for the out.
Up next for the A's, the third baseman, Dick Allen.
2 down, bases empty. Next up for the A's, Dick Allen. 0 for 3 with 3 flyouts. Pitch misses, and that's ball 1.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
That's a base hit, and that keeps the inning alive.
All over that one right there. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time.
And here comes the Dodgers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Kodai Senga will depart, and a nice effort out of him, no doubt. New arm coming on. We'll be back for that in a moment. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Cy Young.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. Tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
At the plate, Brent Rooker. And a strike right through there. That one in triple digits. Allen, the runner at first with 2 gone.
One and one.
And 1 and 2. Waves at the bender for the strikeout. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 8th. Tommy Edman at the plate. And a little something extra at stake in this at-bat as he's hitless so far with his hitting streak in jeopardy. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Foul ball. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. Struck him out swinging. Some high cheese for strike 3.
Well, he just had no answer for that hard inside fastball right there. Just blew it by him. And not every pitcher likes working inside, especially with 2 strikes. They don't want to hit a batter and waste an opportunity to put him away. But if you can locate that fastball just like he did, most hitters aren't looking for it, and it becomes very difficult to get a piece of.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And he pumps in a strike.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch you'll see in this at-bat to hit.
In the air, right field, pretty well struck. That's going back. Back some more. That's long gone. He'll circle the bases. It's 6-1. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dip. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
And now here is Teoscar Hernandez. The Dodgers going with a pinch hitter, Mookie Betts.
Man, it must be nice to pull a superstar off your bench, huh?
Turns and fires to Betts. And strike 2.
0-2.
That misses. And a count 1-2. That's to third. Mookie retired, 2 down.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
2 outs, base is empty. Hesung Kim digs in now. 1 for 3. There's a swing and a miss.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
And it's fouled away. And that's a little high.
That pitch was pretty borderline at the top of the zone, and he's not digging the call out there on the mound. Clearly pretty frustrated, so he's going to have to.
Now that's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. Kike Hernandez. He's out in left field getting loose there as he enters the game on defense now. Also entering the game, Chris Taylor. He'll be patrolling center field.
Number 7, Chris Taylor.
Also into the ball game, Dalton Rushing. He'll be out in left field.
Number 68, Dalton Rushing.
And a foul ball.
Ball, that's just out.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Hard hit left side. Sends it to first, and they get the leadoff man in the ninth.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Now here is J.J. Bleday. 0 for 3 in this one. That pitch in for a strike. It's 0-1. And right back to the mound. Handles, throws to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Off-speed pitch, and it looked like he just continued his momentum towards home plate after releasing that. Perfect position to make a play and help himself out.
The Athletics down to their last out. Here's the second baseman, Zach Geloff. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And that's in the dirt. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth. Right through there for a strike. The A's down to their final strike. Hit to second, and this should do it. Throw to first, ball game. And the Dodgers take the series opener here at home.
Well, they win the opener at home. First game of the 3-game series, and there's just such a good feeling when you're in your own ballpark, you're sleeping in your own bed, you're eating your clubhouse manager's food.